from a far eastern land across the sea. A young man who has yet to know his potential. This potential is a power that could either destroy him or realize his will. His courage shall determine his fate. The path he must traverse, fraught with adversity, I await whilst praying. For this destiny predetermined since ancient times. A pitch-black night unfolds with the morning star as its only light. And thus the saga begins.
Let's play Shenmue with God there in the one-up man. Welcome. This is my favorite game ever made. And in my opinion, the greatest game ever made. Video game. Came out in Japan 1999. Came out for the States and... I don't want to see that. Came out for the States in 2000 along with Europe. It is directed by the legendary Ryo Hazuki. We have our selections here. Check out options. Got swap look and run, invert look, y-axis, and area jump, which we are going to keep on. Let's go to new game. Start it up. I'm not going to talk during the intro. I'm going to let it rock.
Ine-san. Ine-san.
Ryo-san, I'm all right, but Hazuki-sensei...
My father? Fukusan! Fukusan! Ryo-san! Fukusan! Father!
Stay back, Ryo. For the last time, where is the mirror? I've no intention of telling you. Hmm?
Father! Why you...
Now then. No matter how often you ask, I'll never tell. Wait! The mirror, it's buried under the cherry tree. Do you remember Chao Sun Ming? Chao? That's the name of the man you killed in Moon Swoon. It can't be. You! Get up. I'll allow you to die like a warrior.
Father.
Bendy-sama, we have it. Forgive me for leaving you alone.
What are you saying? Father!
Your friends. Keep friends. Those you love close to you.
No. Father! No!
A letter for Hazuki-sensei.
Alrighty then. What an intro, right? A couple of things before we start. We're playing as Ryo Hazuki, son of Iwao Hazuki, martial artist master, jujitsu. He's just been killed by Lan Di, a man seeking the dragon mirror that we had here in the Hazuki residence. A couple of things about this game. Yes, it was made by Yu Suzuki, same creator of of Outrun, of Hang On, Virtua Fighter, Space Harrier. A lot of good games. Alright. So this game, when this game came out, I was 13 years old. I'd never seen a game like this in my life. This game, for me, it revolutionized. Like, the graphics at the time, now they look okay. Alright, they look okay. But before, at that time, in 2000, forget it. Phenomenal. Ridiculous. This game was out in the Dreamcast. A system that didn't last too long. It was Sega's last console, but boy, did they release a gem in this one. A lot of people missed it. This was an obscure game. But I was one of the lucky few to experience it, and any fan from back then will tell you how revolutionary this game is and how close to their heart they hold it because of so many things. The music, the characters, the story, the fighting mechanics. One thing they won't tell you that they're happy about is the pacing in this game. And I'll tell you why. Is because there is no time skip option in this game. But there are other things to hold you down while you wait. In part 2, there is a time skip option. But in this one, you're going to have to find things to do while you wait for that store to open, while you wait for that character to appear. The music was composed by Takanobu Mitsuyoshi. The music in this game, amazing. 10 star. 5 star, 10 star, whatever your rating is. Here we have a notebook. We're starting off with the memo pad. Got a police phone number. We got a Hazuki Dojo home number. We got some friends numbers in here and some information. This is where we're going to be keeping our information so we can progress in the game. This is a detective style game, open world, fighting game mechanics in here, decision making, somewhat. I mean, depending on how you want to go about getting your information, you could say it's decision. So yeah, let's read up on what we have so far. We have Mirror with the dragon design is stolen. We have Landi who murdered Dad. He wore a dragon robe, rare fighting style, with a tattoo on his arm. In Maine Coon, Dad killed a man named Zhao Sun Ming. What happened that day in the dojo? Well, Landi spoke of Iwao killing Sun Ming Zhao, and we can only assume that that was his father, so he was out for revenge along with wanting to get this mirror. He came and killed our father, and we don't like that too much. So now we're gonna go on revenge, and we're gonna avenge our father. Now while we do that, go look around the room with the right thumbstick. I'm playing on the PlayStation 4 right now. I have this for the Xbox One as well. This game, like I said earlier, came out for the Dreamcast originally. Part 2 was ported to the States. You could get it ported from Europe. It only came out in Europe and Japan, as far as I know. But it did come out in the States later for the Xbox, the original Xbox. The Shaquille O'Neal fat bulky Xbox, you know what I'm talking about. That was the first time I was ever introduced to the game. You can walk around, tank controls, much like Resident Evil, but a little bit smoother, I would say. You can observe things if you press the left trigger. If you press X, you can open things. Let's see what's inside of these. I always loved doing this as a kid. I was so amazed. Like, what? You can look inside drawers and stuff? And there is a reason for doing this. Reason being, check this out. Bear with me. You can interact with stuff. Turn this light on. There's an item on the table. Let's check it out. So now we have here what Shenmue, and what this is, I'll show you. We go into our items here, go to our cassettes, and that's what it is. It's a cassette. Well, you're thinking, well, what are you doing with a cassette? And that question will be answered right now. Got a cassette player. Remember earlier I said you cannot time skip in this game, and this is where this cassette player is going to come in handy. Because if you so desire, and yes, you saw that right, that was a Master System notebook. This game is very aware of itself and its previous consoles and games. Yeah, you can't time skip, so you're gonna want to listen to music and other things I'll explain later. Got a picture of us and our friends. And this is why looking through drawers is helpful, because you will find items. And back then it was just so awesome to do. Like, who doesn't want to be able to peruse through rooms and just be nosy? It's fun. I like it anyway. I always thought it was really cool. Let's look at the rest of this stuff. Ryo has some clothes in here. Got a jacket there, but I got bad news. Ryo will not change clothes. Ryo is stuck in this jacket until he decides to spar. He will take his jacket off, but other than that, this is what you're gonna get. Got some trophies there, which one can only assume is karate trophies or fighting tournament trophies. An alarm clock. Originally that would say Timex on it. So with this, instead it says Sega because of the licensing with the HD remaster. They could not bring that Timex license across, so they switched to Sega. Not a big deal. Some fans were a little up in arms about it, but hey, we got 1 and 2. We got Shenmue 1 and 2 back on HD remaster now. Shenmue 3 is coming out. I'll explain more after this scene.
Ryo-san, you should still be resting.
I'm fine, really. And you? Are you alright?
Yes, but I must keep busy, otherwise I'll get depressed.
I understand. But you needn't work too hard.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I have this for you. This is for today. From tomorrow, I'll leave it on top of the shoe cabinet every day.
Do you know where Fukusan is?
Fukara-san? I believe he's in the dojo.
Really? Thanks.
Alright. So we just got allowance from Ine-san, who is like our nanny. Ryo's nanny. It's not his mother, but she is very motherly. You got mention of Fukusan, who is like Ryo's brother, but it's not Ryo's brother. He was raised by Iwao at the age of 15. He became his pupil, and he sparred and he trained jujitsu alongside Ryo. So they're very close. They are like family. Back to my initial conversation. Shenmue 3 is coming out. It's 2019 right now. We have a release date set for November. I am one of the Kickstarter backers for that game. Put a lot of money into it. Don't regret one bit of it. We've been waiting a long time for part 3. It's been since 2001 that Shenmue 2 came out. So we've been waiting 18 years for this game. So very excited. I will be playing that when it comes out. You can look around. Like I said earlier, if you look at the table, you get a little cutscene.
Ryo, while you're still sleeping in bed, farmers are working hard in the fields, carefully picking carrots one by one. So how can you waste them like that?
Okay, I'll eat them.
Good. That's my boy.
Alright, so there we got a little flashback of Ryo with his father about carrots, about him not liking to eat the carrots. Now, if you look at certain things in his household, you will see flashbacks, you will see references to his past. That's why it's good to explore here in this game.
It's just a cockroach.
We found a cockroach in his cabinet there. You can pick things up, you can look at them. May not seem like much nowadays, but back then, boy, I tell you, amazing. I first got into contact with this game when I was 13, and my cousin bought it. I think he was like 17 at the time. Just bought it on a whim, didn't know nothing about the game. We had Dreamcast. He was staying with me at the time in my house with my parents. And we popped this sucker in and we never looked back. This game was like, oh my god, we could not get off this game. We liked games like Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, stuff like that was our stuff. Like, and we got to this game like, oh, forget about it. This game is amazing. And we've always held a love for this game years later. You can look at pictures, you can take them off the walls. The game is so interactive, it's so immersive. You really feel like, even though it's another character, you're playing as Ryo Hazuki, you still feel like it's you, imprinting yourself upon this character. There's a bathroom. No use really, but it's just there for aesthetics, and it's very much appreciated, the realism. Right now we're just perusing, being nosy. Getting some items here. You got some matches, and every item has a purpose. You're not just finding items for finding items. They all have a purpose if you want them to. Now, what I mean by that is not all of them are story-based items. But they all have purpose. Got some candles. I'm so happy that HD remaster came out for this game, because the only way I was able to play it was on Dreamcast, and my Dreamcast Shenmue game had a lot of issues and it wouldn't play anymore. I was always able to play my part 2 still though through Xbox, but I always missed playing part 1. And fun fact, back in the day when I was like 14, 15 years old, I had a VCR and I recorded on blank videotapes gameplay of Shenmue all the way from the beginning of 1 to the end of 2. So I've done this before, just not with any commentary. I'm very appreciative to be able to do it.
I will get them, Father.
So we're interacting with the shrine here for Iwao, and we're praying to him. And you can do this daily, and Ryo will pretty much update his father on what he's doing. We got some scrolls here. You could take the scrolls off the wall, look behind them.
What does it mean?
Heaven, Dragon, Earth, Comrade. Well, there's a purpose for it. Not gonna explain that just yet, but there is. See if Father left us some yen in the pot. So yeah, we're just gonna be looking through the Hazuki residence for the beginning here a little bit. Just want to show you how interactive the game is. Be ever unyielding. You take that off the wall, there's nothing behind there. Nothing in there. Always maintain composure and presence of mind. I think anyone who appreciates like old kung fu flicks or like martial arts in general would appreciate this game. Let's hold that thought though.
Dear Ryo, those who follow the path of a warrior must be ready to die in order to stand by their convictions. Live for one's convictions. Die for one's convictions. That is how I lived my life. Ryo, it is up to you to discover your path and follow it through.
My father must have known that Landi was coming.
Why did he know that though, right? Unless he really did expect vengeance from Landi. But like I was saying, like I like kung fu flicks. I like martial arts stuff, fighting games, all that stuff. I appreciate this game for what it is. I like it. A lot of this game influenced who I am today. Like, it may sound a little silly, but there's a lot of morals to be learned from this game if you really pay attention. What it told me is to like stay calm, like really think about things before you do them. Stay close to your friends. Appreciate those in your circle, the true ones. You know who those people are. We found a scroll here. Now with this scroll, I'll show you what to do. You go into your inventory, and if you go to collection, you'll go to scrolls here, and you'll see there's other scrolls to be found. But here we have twin blades, the one we just found.
Hand move.
Ryo will observe it and he will master it. It's that simple. Unless there are variables, circumstances. Sometimes the scroll will be in Chinese. Ryo cannot read Chinese. Ryo is Japanese. So he would need a translator for that. Once you've learned the move, you can look for it here in your various move collection here. It'll teach you all the moves that you can see. Just how chock full of moves this game is. And the inputs are like a real fighting game. Like it's very in-depth. And here we have the twin blades move, the one we just learned, left, right, square. And you can practice these moves. If you find like open spaces in the world, you can actually practice these moves. And as you can see here, there is a bar. And you see this one's smaller than the rest. It's because we just learned this one. The more you perform a move when you practice, the more you will level it up, and eventually it will become more powerful. And Ryo will perform it with more ease, leaving himself less wide open, doing the move faster, or even changing the animation of the move completely, or adding animation to it, making it 2 strikes, for example. Instead of, you see it's 1 swipe there with his hand, it'd probably be 2 of them if you upgrade the move. So there is a purpose for practicing your moves, and not just that, but you want to learn these moves for when you fight. And there is a lot of fighting in this game. Not at first. The game has pacing to it, but it comes. You just have to be patient, and it's well worth the wait. I will say that. So I feel bad for people who pretty much gave up on this game early, just because they probably felt like it was boring or something. Which I could see why. I could see that happening. A lot of people, they play a video game, they want to get right into the action, right? But this game is so rewarding for those who wait. And if I could, I would try to convince everyone to try this game, to finish this game at least once in their lives. You don't have to become a super fan. When we found some batteries, I don't expect everyone to be a super fan of this game, but I think it's worth a playthrough at least once. Just looking for some extra stuff here. I have played through this game a lot of times. I do know where mostly everything is, but I just want to show it off, to be honest. Another cool thing here, you see the clock there. It's the same exact clock as the time to the top right of the screen, and it will move at the same time. All clocks are connected in this game like that. It's pretty cool. Look under the TV. Alrighty, if you were paying attention to the beginning of the game, in the loading screen you would have seen that the game takes place in 1986. This here, your eyes do not deceive you, is a Sega, I was gonna say Dreamcast, it's a Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn was not out in 1986. And you can actually play the Sega Saturn. If you can find games in the world. I will show you how to go about that. But yeah, so this game prides itself on its realism. It's very realistic, but that is one of the things. But I still appreciate it because it's awesome. Here we have a telephone. I'm gonna show this off a little bit. Let's try to call police because our father just died. Our father was just murdered. We need police.
No, I'll avenge my father's murder on my own.
He wants revenge, people. Ryo wants that revenge. So, we're not gonna be doing that. We're not gonna be getting no police up in here. Got a phone book here. What can we do with a phone book, right? But it's there. And later on, it will have its purpose. Got a flashlight. Earlier you saw we do get allowance from Ine-san. She will be leaving us allowance every day. 500 yen. Because Ine-san's awesome like that. Yeah, I'm not going to be looking through the house no more after this cabinet. Just want to show a little bit off. Let's leave the house. Let's go into the yard. See what's going on. Oh, look at this. I always like looking at this. The graphics still hold up to me. Like, this is still so, like, nice looking to me. Can run. Stand in front of this tree. Get a cutscene.
Keep your balance. That's right. Now listen. Tighten up your abdomen. Straighten up. Find your center of balance. Yes, like that.
Got it, Ryo.
Yes, good.
Got some practice in between Ryo and his father, Iwao. Let's go into the dojo. See what's going on with Fuku-san. We were looking for Fuku-san. Here he is.
Is everything okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I want to ask you about that man.
Oh, that man.
The man called Landi. What did he talk with my father about?
Landi demanded the mirror, and then they threw me out of the dojo.
The black suits? Catch the names?
I don't know. They came out of nowhere.
I see. Thanks, Fuku-san. If you remember anything at all, be sure to tell me.
Ryo-san, why? What you gonna do? Ryo-san, where are you going? You're not going after them. Please don't. Look what they did to Hazuki-sensei.
They killed my father, right in front of me. I will have my revenge. I need to do this for my father.
Alright, so we got an update into our journal. Is that what that ping sound was? I'll get revenge from my father. Ask around to see if anyone saw men wearing black that day. So that's our next step. We gotta ask around. But let's go back in the dojo real quick, because there's some things to be looked at. Got a weird box here with a weird insignia on it and a keyhole.
It won't open. It seems to be locked.
You're gonna need the key. Where could the key be? Somewhere in the Hazuki residence? Found a lockbox in the dojo. Where is the key? Got some scrolls on the walls. Got old Fuku-san here practicing.
Fuku-san,
What?
about those men?
If you go after them, take me too.
No way.
Why not?
I don't want to lose anyone close to me again.
Hazuki-sensei took care of me since I was 15 years old. That's 10 years. He was like a father to me.
I appreciate your intentions, but you have to understand.
But Ryo-san...
Alright. Fuku-san wants to come, but we don't want to endanger Fuku-san. The 8 principles of yin and yang. Let's take a closer look.
That boy you fought with, what is he to you?
A friend from school?
And what is a friend?
Well, a friend is a friend.
That's right. Just as a parent is a parent, a friend is nothing other than a friend. But listen, Ryo. Parents often die before their children.
Oh,
That's the law of nature. Friends will be there for you even after parents die. So treasure your friends. And friends you can trust are true friends indeed. Understood?
A lot of wisdom instilled in young Ryo there by WoW. Let's look again at it.
I can't reach it.
Okay, you can't reach it, you want to reach it. We got a stool here. Can we use this? Use the stool.
What's this?
More mysteries within the Hazuki residence.
What's this doing here?
Got a mysterious scroll. Let's take a closer look at that scroll. It's in story items here.
I can't read Chinese.
You cannot read Chinese because you are Japanese. But maybe we can find a translator somewhere down the road. Alright, that'll be all here. Let's see what awaits us outside. Yamanose. It's a beautiful day. Got the dogs barking, got the birds chirping. Got the beautiful music to go with it. I remember the first time I played this game was in the winter time, and this music, I don't know, for some reason I just play this game in the winter and I hear this music and it just puts me in a mode like so chill.
Noriko,
What's up?
about that day.
That day? The day of the incident. I heard about it from Nozomi. It must be hard for you.
No, I'm fine. Did you see any men wearing black suits that day?
No, I didn't. What about them?
It's nothing, really. Yo. Hey, bro. I want to ask you something.
Yeah? What is it?
That day, did you see any men wearing black suits?
That day? No, I didn't see them.
I see. Any idea of who may have seen them?
How about Mishima-san or Kondo-san? Those women just might know something. You know, they're always near the payphone in Sakuragaoka. Standing there chatting and gossiping all day.
Yeah,
Maybe they know and are chatting about it now.
I'll ask them. Thanks.
Alright, so we got a little bit of a lead here. It's not going to be put into the notebook, but what he's referring to is some people talking about the incident. We just got to ask around. We got some children here. Let's see what they know. Could talk to anybody in this game, right? So might as well try everybody.
Hey.
Hi, y'all. What are you doing?
Nothing really.
Okay, she just wants to know what we're doing.
Hi.
Hey, mister. You want to wrestle?
Some other time, okay?
You wouldn't last, kid. You don't want a piece of Ryo. Not in this state. Let's knock on the door. Let's see if someone knows something.
Perhaps they're out?
Perhaps. Let's try this one.
I don't think anybody's in.
Well, who lives here? Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay. No, but yeah, you can knock on any door that you please.
Hmm?
Could talk to anyone you want to talk to.
Hey, yeah.
Hi, Megumi. You got a kitten in there?
You promised not to tell my mommy.
Sure.
Okay, then I'll show you.
Is this your kitten?
But this kitty, see? She's all alone.
All alone?
Yep. See, the other day, when it rained, a car ran over her mommy. My big sister saw it. She said it was a big black car.
A black car?
Yeah, and she said it was really scary. And then me and Sis, we buried the mommy cat. And so now I can be the kitty's mommy. But Mommy says we can't keep the kitten at home.
So you going to keep her here?
Yeah, Everybody's helping out, too. Like Kota, Yasuo, and Kaio.
I see.
Kitty don't look so good. Think she's hungry?
I'll bet. See if we can find her some food. What we got there?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Got some dried fish and some fried tofu. Well, cats like fish, right? Let's try some dried fish.
Do this, so it's easier to eat.
Wow, she's eating.
There we go.
She's so tiny, but already an orphan.
It's so sad. Yamagi-san almost got ran over too.
Yamaguchi-san?
Yeah, the car was going so fast, he got shocked and fell. And hurt his backside, so now he stays home all day. When I go to the candy shop, I always stop by to visit him.
Yeah, it's close by there. Megumi, you need to be careful around cars too.
Yes.
Well, I've got to go now.
But wait, we gotta think of a name for the kitty.
Oh, well, when I think of a good one, I'll let you know.
You promise? Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Alright, so a lot of information there. Alright, so we got a lot of information there from Megumi. There's the kitten. The kitten's mother died the same day that Ryo lost his father. And they've got a lot in common, Ryo and that kitten. Got a lot of people going home now because it's getting late in the game. Yamagishi-san got out of the way of the car, hurt his back. So we're going to go and talk to Yamagishi-san and see what he can tell us about the incident. But before that, I'm going to end the episode here and I'll be back with more shortly. It's been God Darren, the one-up man playing Shenmue. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Part 2 coming very soon. And yeah, take it easy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.